everyone, welcome back here to another amazing video. Today I'm back here at Suzuki Bicycle and I'm going to be reviewing this beautiful car over here, the Suzuki Grand Vitara hybrid version. And today I'm not alone, I'm here with a special person you all liked in the previous video about car prices here at Suzuki. My brother, welcome to the channel once again.
Glad to meet you.
You're quite a celebrity on my channel.
What will I do without you? I'm humbled, really. I'm really humbled.
Yes.
Dear amazing viewers, what a honor it is to have you on board. Thank you for having this amazing car review, for taking out the time, friends and family. This is the Suzuki Grand Vitara. We have two variants, the hybrid and the non-hybrid, but what we're starting with, for starters, is the hybrid.
You're also going to take me through the non-hybrid?
Absolutely.
Interesting.
At your disposal.
Wow.
Now, the Suzuki Grand Vitara this time round has really evolved. We're going to talk about how the interior has picked up, the exterior has picked up, and quite a number of features that it comes with. But at a starter's glance, why don't we start at the front? Well, from your view here, as you can see, the design really has changed. It has evolved, I must say. It comes with this really unique, beautiful signature lights. These are actually daytime running lights, 3-point signature, as you can see, 1, 2, 3. And these also act as your indicators as well. Wow. So that really makes it stand out from the rest and gives you that really better visibility on the road. We also have our headlamps right here. These are LED projector. They give you better visibility, and given that they're positioned just right close to the bonnet, rather below, it projects more on the floor. So you have a better view of the road. And even in the aspect that you would be maybe in full beam, you at least save the user from flashing directly in their eyes, because I mean it's on the floor. It doesn't really come direct to the glass of the next person. Okay. Still on the front, it has this beautiful chrome finish to it with our logo there, Suzuki, as well as a ventilated grille to help with the aeration of the radiator, because definitely as your vehicle is driving, it undergoes through heat. So you would agree with me that it needs to also be cooled as well to help in reducing on the overheating effect. Yes, it has coolant, but also the grille has to be radiated to ensure airflow through it. As you hang with me as we go by the side, this beautiful vehicle. This vehicle comes with beautiful designed alloy wheels. They have this diamond cut design to it. As you can see, it's really shiny and polished. Alloy rims, one thing I must say about them, they are less prone to rust and they last longer as compared to other rims. And also I must admit, and you would agree with me, is that they rarely break down. So having a car with alloy rims is a plus for you. As you come with me still on the side. So this one is for test driving, because I can see here, do you want a test drive? Yeah, this is our test drive model, by the way. And test drives are free. You don't have to pay anything. All you have to make sure is you have a valid driver's license. We give you an agreement that we sign to, and we have the vehicle for an actual road field, just to see that it meets your requirement for the next vehicle you would like to take. Interesting. Yes. Still by the side, we have a side winker here on the side mirror, so that in the event you indicate, at least the person behind you, like a border usually, can go to catch a glimpse of this light here. Then also at the front, they can equally see this as well as the first indicator that I showed you there. As you still come with me to the back, the ground clearance, I must admit, it's sufficient enough for our roads. You would agree with me as well. Other vehicles here are definitely higher, but for what this vehicle has to offer, this is really sufficient for our potholed roads, really. Here is where we put our fuel. It's a 45-liter petrol. The tank liter is 45 liters, it takes petrol. And yes, it's a hybrid, so it uses both petrol and electricity, which I'll demonstrate later to you. Yeah. While you come with me to the back, and we appreciate the design still, this vehicle comes packed with rear sensors, as well as a reverse camera right here. You view that? That act as a safety feature for you. As you're doing your parking, you have a whole view of what is at the back. And these sensors help in detecting for those blind spots. You know, the camera won't really capture everything all at the back. And there are certain obstacles that may be really small that the sound sensors will be able to make sound for you to realize. Still, at the back design, you must appreciate the tail light. It sweeps quite across and still has that 3-point signature to it. If you really dwell in deep, you'd see 1, 2, 3. just to give it a, I must say, unique road presence. It's different from quite a few other cars you might have seen. Yes, we still are, it's a hybrid, all grip. All grip is our slogan for the four-wheel drive capability of the vehicle. Let me let you know that the hybrid is a four-wheel drive, by the way.
And the non-hybrid?
The non-hybrid though is a two-wheel drive, but they offer you the same features in terms of tech, irrespective of it being a hybrid, you're the non-hybrid, and this being a four-wheel drive, you're the two-wheel drive. But the ground clearance, perfect for our roads. Yeah. Maybe we can take a look at the boot if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Right at the boots. Wow. See this? The space is really sufficient enough, and these seats, by the way, can be folded. This is where you cover your luggage, can be unhooked like that, and can equally also come out if you don't need it in as well.
Okay.
Yes. And while at the back, I'd like to show you something. Where would you find your spare tire? That's a very big one.
Yeah, that's very important.
And it's really important. So this car comes with a full-size spare tire, as you can see. It's not like the average conventional donut wheel. This is rather bigger, but still, for any puncture or replacement with a spare tire, you have to make sure you get back your original tire. So I don't recommend you to drive with a spare tire, but it's big enough, really.
Yeah, I see, I see.
Yeah. Yes, and also still at the rear, you notice we have this light here. So in the event that you're loading items or offloading items while at night, it will give you that in-round visibility. So you won't have to hustle that maybe I've forgotten something at the back. Yes, please. While we come to the other side of the vehicle, I'd like you to have a view of something right over here. See this? This is a shark fin antenna. When you have a view of it from right this angle here, why I call it a shark fin antenna is, I mean, definitely when you see sharks or fish, they do have that fin. So this acts as your antenna as well, and also helps you with the aerodynamics of the vehicle, because definitely you'd be driving at speeds on times, let's say at 60 kilometers, 70, 80, even 100. And bear in mind, you are fighting against the wind. There's that resistance. So with the design of the body of this vehicle, with the shark fin antenna and the character lines, I must say the body lines, those curves, it helps you with the aerodynamics such that you cut through the wind smoothly, and it even helps with fuel economy because you're limiting the drag resistance from the wind. So that is why the body is designed to have an aerodynamic design to it to give you those benefits.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still, as we head by to the side again, I'd like to show you something. Still here, on entry of this vehicle, you will notice this button. But before we get into it, there's something I might have mentioned about the side. This side mirror you see here has a camera right here, right below, because this vehicle comes with a 360-degree camera. So you have an all-round view. You have this view from the top while you're reversing, or maybe when you're trying to navigate through parking, you can see the vehicle from above. But this is because it has a camera here and a camera on the other side, a camera at the front, and a camera at the back, which you saw.
Wow.
Yes, please. So while we get into this car, this is our keyless entry. Keyless entry gives you the benefit of, in the event you're carrying items on your hands, or maybe your keys are hard to find, as long as you have your keys in your pocket or close by or in a bag, all you have to do is, at the tap of a button, the car will open. Just like that. Can I demonstrate to you?
Yeah, yeah.
This is how it works. Allow me.
Okay.
As long as I have my vehicle locked, as you can see, it's locked right now. If I have the keys in my pocket, maybe I'm carrying items, all I have to do is I can put the items on one side of the hand, and voila, and the car is open.
Wow. That's interesting.
Thank you. So Suzuki really makes things easy for you to use, I must admit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Before you go inside, isn't there anything we've left out on the exterior?
I believe everything has been covered up. Maybe for the colors, for those of us who like colors. This vehicle comes with a dual tone and a single tone. This is a single tone variant whereby you have black all round. Of course, we do have this grayish kind of color to it, just to add. But then we have other variants that come with blue and a black top, or maroon and a black top, or white and a black top, depending, just to give you a unique feel, a unique presence on the road.
Interesting.
Yes,
all right, I think we get inside now.
let's dwell in. Here we are in the interior. Welcome to the in-house.
Thank you.
We're going to have some housewarming of the Grand Vitara.
Can't wait.
All right, check right in.
Okay.
When you get inside the Grand Vitara, you'll notice it's all silent inside.
Yeah.
So it isolates sound from outside. Because at the end of the day, you have to stay focused on the road.
Yeah.
You have to be driving with a sound mind.
That's right.
Yes. Now, what I like about the interior, at the start of the button here, push to start.
It's a push to start?
Yes. Something pops up. Voila.
Ooh. Over there.
Over there.
Okay.
And that pops up is what we call a head-up display. The head-up display has the capability to show you all what you see here or here, just right there at the eye view, such that you don't have to keep your eyes either on the dashboard or on the multimedia screen. Everything is at your disposal, just at the glass of the screen there, like how you see in James Bond movies. Okay, there are those movies we do watch and things come on the screen. But
Yeah,
BMWs
high-tech
have that.
movies.
Yeah. So Suzuki as well has incorporated that to its interior design.
Wow.
We have a head-up display here, a head-up display that can show you your direction, your speed, your fuel levels. Everything is at eye glance because you need to stay focused on the road. You get? Yeah. The steering is firm, it has a good grip, it's made of leather. And it comes with these wonderful buttons you see. These, you see that plus, minus, these are what we call paddle shifters.
Oh, these ones at the side?
Yeah, this here and this here. Paddle shifters enhance your driving when you're in manual mode. This vehicle is automatic transmission, yes, but also has a manual mode. But this manual mode is not one where you depress a clutch. The clutch are rather the handles that you see here, that we call paddle shifters, that you can use to engage a certain gear, either you add or reduce, depending on the sound from the engine, depending on the demand it needs. Yes. Still here at the front of the steering, you'd notice these buttons here. These are for your hands-free calls. You can make a call, or you can decline a call, or you can voice command the vehicle. Like you can now voice command, or call Lawrence. As long as you have your phone connected by Bluetooth, it will do the calling for you.
Interesting.
Hassle-free. Because, I mean, life should be easy. You shouldn't be stressing, you know? Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. And still at the interior, I like how they have this beautiful chrome finish to the design. This really stands out for me. And we have our climate controls here. All you have to do is either increase the fan speed, this is for your AC, or reduce, change the heat to either cold or hot or warm. You can either pair it also automatically to the temperature that you need. Yeah. Then as we still head down here, this is our ESP, or our traction control. This is to help you with the proper handling of the vehicle, especially when you encounter slippery surfaces, or maybe when you want to have better turning capability. You know, those sharp corners is when we engage our ESP. Then still to the hybrid, we have this automatic engine start-stop. This button is one, as long as you have activated, will enable you experience the feel of automatic engine start-stop. Given that it's a hybrid vehicle, in the event that you're in a jam situation, fuel supply is usually cut off to the engine. What happens? The hybrid element, the battery, ends up powering the vehicle. It powers the vehicle at least during the idling speed phase. We're looking at between 0, 10, 15 there.
So there is no wastage of fuel?
No wastage of fuel. Actually, when we do an actual test drive, if you'd like to, my viewers,
Definitely.
when we have that time, you'll get to experience that as we drive this vehicle, when you're coming to a stop, when it senses that you're already off the accelerator, there's a way the engine sound just like as it vanishes. It's silent, and the vehicle is moving. That is now the hybrid effect of the Grand Vitara.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I can see here the battery display here.
Yes.
The motor, the engine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the battery is actually allocated just right below where you sit.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the battery is that small?
It's big.
Oh.
Where you sit, there's a big battery, like I think, this size.
Okay.
Yeah, but that battery has a warranty of up to 500,000 kilometers.
500,000 kilometers.
And you've bought a new
Are
vehicle.
you serious?
Yes, bro.
That's 500,000 kilometers.
Yes, 500,000 kilometers
Wow.
of product warranty on the hybrid battery or the hybrid components. Then the overall product warranty is up to 3 years or 100,000 kilometers. That is for components related to the engine or any component that is not subject to normal wear and tear. Normal wear and tear are things that, I mean, in due time, they do have to wear out of normal operation of the vehicle.
And then the service?
The service is up to 50,000 kilometers.
50,000
or 2 years. Remember, you've got the vehicle at clean mileage, zero.
Zero mileage.
28 maybe at most.
First owner.
First owner.
Yeah, I think, guys, you can see this is one of the benefits of being the first owner of the vehicle.
Actually, if you're someone who, let me say, you don't look towards buying cars like frequently. If you want to buy a vehicle for the long-term benefit, because buying a brand new gives you, I can say, a reduced cost in the total cost of ownership. Because now, the time you start doing those other repairs, you would really have accumulated some given mileage to it. So for anyone who's looking forward to owning a brand new car, it's actually a thumbs up for me, because you're going to really enjoy this vehicle for quite some good time. And even by the time you lay it off, you will have really maximized the value of the vehicle, as compared to buying something used, which in any case, I can say 60% of the time you don't know the history of the vehicle.
Yeah, that's true.
So tomorrow if things fail, yeah. And now with us, yes, you would buy the vehicle. I'm not saying things won't fail. Things may fail, but you'd be covered by warranty, that warranty cover.
All right, let's continue in the car review. We still have more features to check out.
Quite a lot, quite
I
a lot.
can see up here we have a sunroof, we have more features here.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes.
Please, take over, bro.
Oh, let me take you. Adding more features to it, this vehicle comes with a wireless phone charger. So this enables you to keep your phone powered and have communications running, as long as your phone enables wireless phone charging capability. And even if it doesn't, we have a cable here, a cable provision.
Okay.
This USB slot is where you can connect your USB and keep your devices powered as you're on the go.
Okay.
As we go all the way lower, you will notice this. This is where we have our transmission control from. Here we have the parking, reverse, neutral, D, those that you know. Then the M that I talked of sometime, I talked of manual mode. When you engage manual mode like that, this is when you start to use your paddle shifters to shift gears accordingly. Then still, as we head down, you'll notice this. This is our drive mode engagement. Drive mode that also is where we get to execute on our four-wheel drive engagement, because it's electronically four-wheel drive engaged through these provisions of snow, sport, and lock.
Okay.
Yes. So all you have to do is, at the touch of a button, or a scroll of a button like this, when you engage snow or sport,
it displays here.
It displays there.
Okay,
so now
let's go back to snow.
When I engage snow, snow is for a slippery road, because ideally a snow road is usually slippery of the nature. Here in Uganda, I must say Africa, we don't have snow, but we do have those road surfaces that are really slippery, like those with mud mostly. So you can engage your snow, you can be able to have better traction of your vehicle. Then the lock, you see the lock button here. When I engage first snow, then I engage lock, you'll notice this type of road that is really rough. See this? That lock.
Yes.
So lock is showing you a terrain that you're in an environment that it has lots of gullies, and chances are you can't get stuck. So what you do is you engage the lock mode that is here, such that you can have the benefit of easily navigating through the road, and also you don't have to get locked up in those muddy situations. There's still provision here for space where you can keep canned soda, for example. You can also put other items, like a phone can actually sit there, but I mean, we're modern world, so you'd rather keep your phone there, charge it wirelessly. I'll still get to the wireless phone sometime, but for now I use USB. Now, when we head here by the side, you notice this armrest. It can be projected at the front, just like that, so that you can be able to have that rest as you're doing your drive, or maybe for the co-passenger as well. Then, as we head up all the way, you'll notice this aura of a sunroof. So we have these at the touch of a button like that. The sunroof can be able to open. This is the first layer.
Yeah.
Then
Oh, that's the first layer.
Yeah, it has 2 layers.
Okay.
Then we equally have the second layer as well.
Okay.
As you can see how it opens. So for those of you who want to do campaigns, Vice Chancellor, President,
politicians,
MP, with money.
And also perfect for road trips in case you're traveling.
Yeah, and you want to have the view.
The view, wow.
Yes.
This is interesting, man.
Yeah. So with this, it comes at a good budget. You're having these amazing features at your disposal. Because for cars with these other features that the Suzuki Grand Vitara comes with, believe me, the price will really be up there. So Suzuki has actually made things, I can't say, convenient for people, easy for people to have a feel of.
Now, before we talk about the price, I understand the car is 5-seater, the seating capacity.
That's correct.
This is the back of the car.
Yeah.
That's how it looks like. Behind there, then we saw the boot. This one can be collapsed, right?
Yeah, can be collapsed, can be elevated.
Okay, in case you want to have 3 people back there, that one can be folded back, and then you can have seats for 3 people. Now I want us to go and check out the engine. You give us some information about the engine, and then you tell us what everyone is waiting for, the price of the car.
The vehicle is pricey, but the price is very good. Good
It's
budget.
worth it.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Now, we are headed to the heart of the Grand Vitara. That's none other than the engine room. So hang with me as we check what's right under the hood. So right inside here, this vehicle is powered by a 1.5cc petrol engine. So being a 1.5cc, you can have the benefit of relative fuel economy. Yeah. As you can notice, the parts are easily accessible. Your dipstick is right over here. Your brake fluid reservoir is right over here. You can put your washer fluid here. Yeah, and even the front, it has that sort of, I can say, cover that protects the engine, just right at the front there. It doesn't extend to the back, but right here, you'd really appreciate that this is an improvement from the previous Grand Vitara. With that said and done, I must admit to you that the Grand Vitara comes at a very good budget for the features that it offers. You can get this brand new at a price of $33,000. We're looking at, we will convert in Ugandan currency, approximately to 126 million, because the dollar rate keeps on rising and declining sometimes. So for starters, it's $33,000.
So right now we are going for a test drive with Mr. Futsum. Have I pronounced your name?
Yeah, it's good, well done.
And he's the technical manager here at Suzuki by Sifao.
Okay.
All right, welcome.
Thank you very much. So just a normal way of driving. Start the engine.
Okay,
So you
push to
hard
start.
push start. The engine has started. The starter motor has kicked in.
Okay.
Good. This vehicle is a hybrid. Okay. Same like the other cars. There is no difference basically in driving.
Okay.
So release handbrake. Start to move normally like a normal car. Good.
Alright.
Now if you're driving like a normal car and you release the accelerator, now it will start. Basically now it's charging the battery. It's taking power from the wheels.
From the wheels?
Exactly. From the
It
wheels.
charges from the wheels, not the motor.
It it can charge from the engine. It can also charge from the wheels.
Okay.
When you are accelerating, then what was claimed from the wheels will support the engine to accelerate, thereby reducing your fuel consumption.
Fuel
For
consumption.
example, when I do like this now, I'm accelerating, it is taking power both from the engine and from the battery.
Okay.
The electromotor and the engine will be helping each other to propel the vehicle.
Okay.
Good.
That's interesting.
That's quite interesting. So by the time you start braking, it even goes harder on the generator, or the generator produces more power instead of the brake alone. So what would have been lost by the brake is now claimed back from the speed of the vehicle and given back to the battery.
Wow.
Now when I'm accelerating, I will be taking power from the engine, petrol, plus I take power from the battery through the motor, thereby two of them helping each other.
They work hand in hand, simultaneously.
Exactly. So the engine does not have to labor a lot because it is being supported by generator. At times the engine might be charging the lithium-ion battery, which is the hybrid battery, when the need arises. The computer checks the charge status of the hybrid vehicle battery, and then decides whether to charge it from the engine or not. But every time you let go the accelerator, you can see how the vehicle slows down considerably by itself. So the generator actually is putting resistance to the motion of the vehicle, thereby taking power from the wheels.
The wheels.
Otherwise, in a normal car, you would have lost that power by applying the brakes. For fuel consumption, there are many factors that will affect the fuel consumption. One of them is the driving style. For example, let this Boda Boda guys pass. A guy who drives like this, this guy will consume more fuel than a guy who accelerates mildly. But now that I have let go the accelerator, as I say it again, I repeat this, power is being taken from the wheels and to the hybrid battery, to the generator. Okay? And when you apply brakes, it even takes more power from the wheels back to the generator, back to the hybrid battery. So the computer manages this to optimize the charge on the battery.
The charge on the battery.
Exactly. And also, you see now when you're applying brakes, basically you're destroying energy. Instead of destroying energy by applying brakes, you are getting energy from the wheels and charging your battery. So you're saving that kind of fuel. So by doing this several times during the day, you will be able to save a lot of fuel. So for a guy who is very good on driving and very mild accelerator, this car can give you up to 22 to 23 kilometers per liter.
In the city?
In the city.
How about on highways?
On highway, more or less the same, because even in the city, the generator is charging whenever you're applying brakes. And very interesting, you will see now that we have stopped, the engine has cut off.
Right now,
when we stop, the engine cuts off. When I let go the brake and I start to move, the engine automatically starts.
Wow.
And that is the same motor generator that will start the engine. So every time you stop in the traffic jam, the engine cuts off. So thereby reducing your fuel consumption in town as well. You see, in town you will accelerate, and then whenever you're trying to slow down, that power is again regained back, or we call it regenerative braking, back to this. So more or less in town and in highway, it will give you more or less
the same range.
About the same range. But it will depend on how you accelerate. The more you accelerate, the more the fuel consumption. Okay. So we do another test again.
Okay.
So we stop here, and when you stop, gives you a few seconds, and then the engine cuts off. Okay.
Just like 2-3 seconds.
Yeah, automatic engine off. So you can be here until the traffic light comes on. When the traffic light comes on, you let go the brake and the engine starts by itself, and the car starts to move. So there is no idling wastage of fuel. You know why in towns you consume a lot of fuel is because you stop, start, stop, start to move. On all those instances, the engine will be off. And on every braking, the battery will be recharged. You're getting me? So you kind of reclaim that energy. Though we need to do a little bit of tests Of course, in my suspicion right now, in town, it might be slightly more fuel consumption than on highway.
On highways.
But in this, because of the start and stop, you see now, it has started while I wait for people to pass. The engine has stopped. So I'm not consuming fuel. Okay? Let me, after this Hilux, we're gonna go. Immediately the engine starts by itself. You don't have to do anything automatically. And that starting of the engine is done by the same motor generator, which is supported by the hybrid batteries.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir.
I really
Thank you very
appreciate your
much.
time.
Thank you very much.
Oh, okay.
The non-hybrid is actually two-wheel drive, but it comes with the same features that you've seen here right inside our showroom. Shall we?
Please, let's go.
Welcome to Suzuki Bicyfao. This is our showroom. We're located on First Street industrial area, just right adjacent to MTN, or we can say formerly BAT. We're also just off Ginger Road Highway, so it's easy enough to access us. You just have to look for the pillar that shows CFAO Motors, where you see a Toyota logo and a Suzuki logo. Here's where we are. We get right inside to our amazing showroom. The Grand Vitara is right there at your disposal.
Oh.
And this time round, we are going through the two-wheel drive variant. You will agree with me, the features are maintained. The look is still the same, nothing changes. You get your signature point daytime running lights that have this 3-point dimension. You have your headlamps right there, same position as the hybrid for better projection of the floor. We still have this beautiful chrome finishing to it, and just right below the badge, we have our front viewing camera there that works in conjunction with the other side cameras that you saw on the hybrid, as well as the back camera in the event that you're doing your reverse. These cameras will give you a good view.
Okay.
As we head right to the side as well, you would notice that the design of the rims is still maintained. It's an alloy touch to it with that chrome cut and a diamond design to it. If you look at that, still with our signature Suzuki logo.
All right.
It's a 17-inch wheel, so definitely you can get good maneuverability. The ground clearance is maintained at 210 millimeters to help you navigate through with, our Kampala roads. They have those potholes, humps, so this is sufficient enough for what the vehicle has to offer in the SUV segment. One thing I like about this particular variant of the Grand Vitara, or like all other Grand Vitaras that we have, I'd mentioned about colors, right? Now this is where we get to have the two-tone or the dual-tone color mix. Here you see it's black, and the body is, to some it's red, but this is opulent red to be exact.
Maroon.
To some it appears as maroon. Yeah, then we can have others that may have a white body and a black top, or a blue body and a black top, depending on what would be your preference for colors. Even still by the side, you will notice this antenna here. I like to call the shark fin antenna. See that?
Yeah.
That helps with getting signals to your radio, as well as also enhancing the aerodynamics of the vehicle. Because you'll get to realize that at times you'll be driving at speeds of over 70 kilometers, even 60 by the way. But bear in mind, with that speed that you're driving at, you get to encounter wind resistance. Now that the vehicle has been designed with these character lines, the body lines that you see like curves on the body of the cars, some for say it, I like to call them character lines. It also comes packed with the shark fin antenna as well. That enhances on the aerodynamics and also gives it a unique design to it. That's right.
Yep.
Now as we head to the back, we still have this beautiful taillight sweep with the 3-point signature to give you this exclusive look, because believe you me, I don't think you'd see other cars. Some do, but I don't think they have that 1 to 3-point signature. That's what the Grand Vitara offers for you.
So basically, the kind of features that come with this car are the same with the hybrid variant. The only difference is the hybrid
Four-wheel drive.
four-wheel drive. Inside the features are the same.
At the same.
Dashboard is the same.
Yes.
Do we have to go inside?
Please, shall we?
Do we have to?
We can.
Okay. If you insist.
You will agree with me that the features don't really change. Actually, you notice everything is more or less the same like you saw in the Grand Vitara hybrid variant. You still get your sunroof up there. You still get your leather touch of seats, your leather steering. You have a head-up display. You have a 9-inch multimedia system. Let's not forget you also come with the same climate controls, wireless phone charging, ESP, only that you don't have the engine start-stop. That's what changes, because engine start-stop is what you use to effect your hybrid element of the vehicle. Yeah.
So how much is this one?
This one is $31,000. The price difference between the two, the hybrid and the non-hybrid, is a $2,000 difference.
Okay.
Yeah, but you still get these amazing features. It all depends on what you really want out of the vehicle. Do you want it to be a hybrid or do you want it to be a four-wheel drive? Well, based on what you're going to use the vehicle for. If you're going to be driving within the city, I don't think you would need a four-wheel drive, really. Because, yeah, by the way, four-wheel drive...
We have some funny roads in the city, my
Yeah,
brother.
we do, but four-wheel drive is for situations whereby you're going to get stuck.
You mean it can easily navigate through the funny roads we have?
Yeah, with the potholes and everything, because what you need is a vehicle with good ground clearance. Now, this is what the Grand Vitara offers you cross-board. You get good ground clearance, you get the same tech features, you get same consumption really, except that the hybrid consumes way better than the two-wheel drive. But given that they are
What's
both,
the range for this one per liter?
we can take it to 16 kilometers on a liter of petrol. But bear in mind, fuel consumption is not like I can say a standard calculation. You have to consider that your fuel consumption is determinant on one, your driving style. If you're all the time heavily accelerating or instant braking, there's a way the consumption changes because it has to be uniform. The way that you accelerate should resonate with how you're driving, how the consumption of the vehicle will take, as compared to if I'm all of a sudden depressing the brake anyhow. Also how you load. If you overload your vehicle, you will definitely have issues with high fuel consumption. Also the type of fuel you use. If you use fuel that is not tailor-made to such type of vehicles, because this vehicle you're driving is a 2023. You don't have to use, I'm not going to mention names, I don't want to. But,
okay, mention the best ones.
The best ones.
It's not a sponsored video.
Yeah. This, I mean, you'd have to fuel with Vivo Energy, Shell stations, Total Energies.
Okay.
Yeah, even, yeah, definitely. But what I know, yeah, Shell and Total, you have to use this vehicle.
Exactly.
And
now you know, guys.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that's why people don't know this information, that the type of fuel you put in your car affects the performance, the health of the engine. Most of them don't know.
Yeah.
They just fuel at every petrol station.
Yeah. They don't consider the age of the vehicle as well.
Yeah.
Because it's okay to put in, I can say, those other stations, but if you're driving a latest edition of a vehicle, you'd have to, I mean, you're driving the best. You have to definitely work with the best, because, I mean, you're the best person driving the vehicle, so the vehicle deserves equal treatment as you. Yeah, so like for like, apples with apples.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So, anything else, my brother?
Anything else I can add? Maybe you may wonder about the warranty. The warranty still remains as standard, 3 years or 100,000 kilometers, whichever comes first. And given that you buy a brand new vehicle with us, you see now the mileage on this vehicle, it's 29.7. That's as good as zero. Someone may say, why isn't it 000? Okay, you know, definitely these vehicles are driven off the factory into the container, offloaded the container. So definitely there's that movement. So it just depends on how much the vehicle has moved from production. But rest assured, the vehicle doesn't, how can I say, be driven by someone else, like in another terrain to use. No, it's just to get it to another spot, on to the next spot, bring it here to the showroom. You have a view of it, then we await your purchase order.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's been nice having you once again on the show.
It's been a pleasure, Lawrence.
You're quite a celebrity. Most people fell in love with you.
Oh,
in the
wow.
previous video we made, I think at the beginning of the year or last year.
It was like this year.
This year.
It was this year, beginning of
Man,
this
people
year.
fell in love with you, bro.
Wow. Yeah, I'm really humbled. I'm really humbled. I can't wait to. I've met some people, by the way. For dear you viewers who have come and recognized me. Man,
Are you serious?
I'm really humbled, and I can't appreciate much better than UG
Viewers
Connect.
came here
Yeah,
and they were like, oh, we saw you at UG Connect.
I was like, wow, I'm now me. Son of a cake is known. But it's a small world, and I'm here at your disposal to give you value for your money, because in these purchases that you make, you really have to experience the full value of it. Don't get ripped out by, I don't want to talk bad about bonds. Bonds are also good people, but the amount of money that you spend out there, I mean, if you're to add up just an extra 20-30 million, why not have a brand new car?
Can be having a very nice brand new car,
SUV,
first owner,
yeah,
perfect condition, after sale services for up to like 3 years, 5 years.
yeah,
Now for the Grand Vitara, 5 years,
Yeah.
the hybrid version,
yeah,
the hybrid battery, I mean.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I think we end the video here, bro.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too. Till we meet again.
All right.
Keep it locked.
Tell them to subscribe.
Subscribe to
UG
the main man, UG Connect. Lawrence is his name.
Yeah.
MJ.
MJ, my Angel Lawrence.
True.
All right, bye-bye.
Peace.